Installing an Allen hitch rack into your receiver hitch. Please note that Allen hitch racks are not designed for use on any type of trailer. There are two different hitches that our racks will work with: a 2-inch opening and a 1 1/4 inch hitch. Our 4 and 5 bike carriers work on the 2-inch hitches. Our 2 or 3 bike carriers will work with both the 2-inch and the 1 1/4 inch hitches. All Allen hitch racks come with the necessary no-wobble shoulder bolt and nut that allows you to securely install your rack into your hitch receiver. When properly installed, the rack should have very little side-to-side movement. There may be a little front-to-back movement, but that should disappear once the bicycles are installed. Installing a 4 or 5 bike Allen hitch rack into a 2-inch receiver hitch. Insert the rack into the hitch receiver. Insert the 1/2-inch no-wobble bolt. To properly install the no-wobble bolt, the shoulder of the bolt should pass through the receiver wall and stop against the hitch insert wall. Thread the nut onto the bolt. Fully tighten the nut onto the bolt. The shoulder on the bolt will squeeze the rack against the inside wall of the receiver. Once installed, there should be a small gap between the head of the bolt and the side wall of your hitch. The thread of the bolt will extend beyond the end of the nut. Installing a 2 or 3 bike Allen hitch rack into a 2-inch receiver hitch. With the L-shaped filler plates installed, insert the rack into the hitch receiver. Insert the 1/2-inch no-wobble bolt. To properly install the no-wobble bolt, the shoulder of the bolt should pass through the receiver wall and stop against the hitch insert wall. Thread the nut onto the bolt. Fully tighten the nut onto the bolt. The shoulder on the bolt will squeeze the rack against the inside wall of the receiver. Once installed, there should be a small gap between the head of the bolt and the side wall of your hitch. The thread of the bolt will extend beyond the end of the nut. Installing a 2 or 3 bike Allen hitch rack into a 1 1/4 inch receiver hitch. Remove the 2 L-shaped plates by loosening the screw that holds the plates in place. Align the 3/8 inch hole, the middle one on the hitch insert, with the hole on the receiver. Insert the 3/8 inch no-wobble bolt into the hole. To properly install the no-wobble bolt, the shoulder of the bolt should pass through the receiver wall and stop against the hitch insert wall. Thread the nut onto the bolt. Fully tighten the nut onto the bolt. The shoulder on the bolt will squeeze the rack against the inside wall of the receiver. Once installed, there should be a small gap between the head of the bolt and the side wall of your hitch. The thread of the bolt will extend beyond the end of the nut. It's so simple, it's Allen Sports.